secrets I pick more so than those I share. I speak in wandering mumbles, confuse myself into ignorant bliss. My world begins to crumble as I forget that I still had one wish, one dream, one life, or so it seemed. I wrote that a couple days ago. It's an older one. God in the bottle. Sometimes I think God only notices me when he's drunk, playing jokes at my expense, expecting me to cover the tab. And this bottle of salvation is the only thing us sinners have. Lost souls laughing at their sadness, singing hobo gospels, sharing our faded dreams in the village of hidden spaces. This was a piece I helped play last year. This was a piece I didn't make it. Your eyes missed me standing there, but your body was aware with the way it moved me to your background. My voice becoming just another static sound. Why do I have to be lost where I can be found? I just want to be seen before I'm unknown, and see a seed unsown, a flower ungrown. I just wish to be seen before I'm unknown. Poet. And today, the Americans will all wear Orange Day to highlight the missing children of the boarding schools. A lot of them didn't make it home, so that's what this poem's about. Mirror. I saw a splinter of hope holding back lifetimes of sorrows. I heard forgotten. Start again. I looked into the mirror and I didn't see myself. I saw a sadness masking the anger. I saw a splinter of hope holding back lifetimes of sorrow. I heard forgotten voices, inner whispers of what they should have sounded like. I closed my eyes, wanting to close my heart, wanting to forget for just one moment. And I know a place where the sun forgot to shine, where the wind stood still in a gasp. I know a garden watered with tears, full of flowers ungrown, filled with the missing souls searching for a home. It's a phantom deficit, this feeling of confusion, this rage, this sadness. I looked in the mirror and I didn't see myself, just a loss of memories unlived. Sadness.
All right. Here we go.
Sure.
Yes, let's keep it going.
We'll get it going.
Let's keep it going.
You got it, we're going. I'm almost there. There you go, good. Hey-oh. That's all.
In the late 90s, when I got Titanic on
Thank you all for coming. And we didn't even have sex yet. There's some wipes over at the bar and get a drink on your way. But I came up with these just the other day. I had a cup, so I brought a cup. There's a story about a cup. This is a story about Emeka. I saw a bird on the ground, both wings broken as it scurried around. How can I be a bird of the land stuck on the ground here in the sand? I thought to myself, I must take command. I can't leave this grand bird down in the sand. The right wing, the left wing, both broken. We want change. We want change. We got to hear it first. No more paying off people. Change. So I took the bird home to mend, feed it well, bandage the wings, and the bird was anxious to fly. I could tell by the eagle in his eye. Started to screech and clawed the ground, chased some rabbits and squirrels around, kicking up the dust from the ground. My heart started to pound. This great bird, eagle, was about to fly. Both big wings working together, just like two birds of a feather. In the stormy weather, the left and the right wing taking flight, flying high with the eagle in the sky. And when you hear the eagle screech, I hope you have a prayer to preach. God bless America. Hugs, Dee Dee. Because you gotta remember, the universe, the planets, everything, there's a spirit drop. They do the spirit drop. And I am a she spirit dropped in a he body, and I can't get out. I am life. Please don't shoot me. Because of my dress and my hair is a mess, I am always in distress, trying to conjure up love with a knife in my back. I am a she spirit in a he body, and I can't get out. I am life. Please don't hit or hurt me. I like my high heels and my short shorts. I am a she in a he body, and I can't get out. Why can't people see past the thoughts on their nose? Sometimes that's how life goes. I'm not always quarter dimes and nickels in a row. I'm a she in a he body, and I am out. And I'm not spare change. So when they start dealing you them damn bad hands and them damn decks from the bottom of the cards, and all the words and the letters come off the goddamn pages, and there's no more words and letters left, you don't know what to say, what to do, how to act. You gotta go from the heart and be who you are. Common sense, dignity, respect, be honest, don't lie, don't cheat. Don't hit your mother's brother, sister, or the other sitting in the chair next to the fucker because they don't like them. Hug them, hold them, squeeze them tight, make them feel quite alright. You know, it's the way it's gotta be, so fucking wake up, and that's how it's gonna see. Good night. Let me pick up my pieces.
Yeah. We here at Mad World. Collective Poetics. In a place to be. We'll do a couple of pieces here. This one piece I'm going to do is called Forbidden Places. I come from a place of a lot of noise and busy streets. The public is running wild and everybody can see. I mean, it's the most craziest, strangest place that ever can be. There's eternal enemies. There is no place to hide when you walk outside. There is no place to hide. It's just a cold welcome when you walk outside. They say it's a land of the free. Every time I look around, there's another dead body. Money, guns, and gangs is how they trap us, plus these taxes. This is just a note from the ghetto. Please don't kill the messenger. I'm living the impossible dream. And sad things don't ever be the same. The fall of the innocence. In a split second, this can kill your innocence. I got a raging heart, but on a corner it's dark. Love like betrayal, there ain't no remedy for the adjustment, so you can seek for treatment elsewhere. Energy rise. What they don't teach you in school, on the streets becomes surprising. I said I'm trying to find a place for me, and forbidden places where I be. Where you are, I was. Where I'm at, maybe one day you will be. You live long enough and you will see. I said I'm trying to find a place for me, in forbidden places where I be. See, where you are, I was. Where I'm at, maybe one day you will be. Live long enough and you will see. Time told me not to ask for tomorrow. Plans borrowed for the last second. Light years into the future at the top of the morning, right before the sun starts rising and evil begins showing. My pages come alive to defeat the ignorance from within inside. So open your eyes to the hidden wonder. Change and chances, searching for the answer to the truth that'll never end. So questions become consequences. You can't tell me where I'm going if you never knew where I've been. See, where you are, I was. Where I'm at, maybe one day you will be. Live long enough and you will see. I'm in a long list of hardships, broken promises, and sad show freaks who will smile in your face just to get next to your honesty. Hate, phony, fake is the face for this millennium. You underestimate, that destroyed your faith. Dreams get casted. Emotions get shattered like Ellis Fitzgerald and Lena Horne breaking glasses. Whatever you do, don't give up on your passion. I said I'm trying to find a place for me, in forbidden places where I be. See, where you are, I was. Where I'm at, maybe one day you will be. Live long enough and you will see. I said I'm trying to find a place for me in forbidden places where I be. Where you are, I was. Where I'm at, maybe one day you will be. Just live long enough and you will see. In forbidden places where I be. That's that piece. All right. So that is called Forbidden Places. This one is called Flash in the Sky. There was a flash in the sky, then a crash to the earth. A burst of sounds what dispersed out of the essence or individual you never expected. Manifesting slanted eyes, dark-skinned with the gap between his teeth. When the smoke cleared, he said, take me to a recording studio, and when we get there, give me a beat. A pad, a pen, the greatness began as evil stood on a bridge with a deceitful grin, saying, happy are those that thirst for justice. Some believe in all, yet still trust nothing. The other individual said, well, I wrote about streets of battle, lands of war. I wrote about what happened before. He said, I'm coming from the core. I'm heavy in 1,000 tons as wisdom runs, stargazing, amazing to be the one. Reading, retrieving information you're receiving. He said, I'm not leaving until the job's done. Are you ready to journey to see what you never become? Unscover, let me uncover the wool from over your eyes in a moment of weakness, struggling to change basic principles. He said, time tells everything. Patience brings a lot of things, and madness makes us all scream. Now lean toward the faith of your dreams, because there'll be light out of the darkest days of things. There was a flash in the sky, then a crash to the earth, a burst of sounds what dispersed out of the essence an individual never expected. There was a flash in the sky, then a crash to the earth, a burst of sounds out of the essence an individual never expected. He said, let me process the adjustment. My mind be traveling 1,000 miles a minute about this life that you are living. Situations critical, truly unforgettable, under lock and key. He said, we are living in the land of the free. He said, I agree to disagree. I see people holding on to their rosemary beads. They're not very free. Can you relate? Stuck in a stagnant state, no development, no movement. Mandate authorities to carry out certain policies to candidate a parties, to delegate the means of the funds. Two different states pray that the official play his cards straight. With those backroom shady deals, trying to recreate the wheel. You know, they do what they want at their own free will. Whatever they can do wrong, their hands will bring misfortune. At any rate, they contaminate the mind state to manipulate. As they push their agenda, and me and you retaliate to the noise that they make. As they reverberate across the room at an alarming state, I wonder if they can tolerate the energy that we invigorate, the powers that we accumulate as we escalate, leaving body parts in fragment states. With that positive, insightful, revelations all times eternal, militant living in this insane asylum, so I state my case. There was a flash in the sky, then a crash to the earth, a burst of sounds, what dispersed out of the essence an individual never expected. There was a flash in the sky, then a crash to the earth, a burst of sounds, what dispersed out of the essence an individual you never expected. There was a flash in the sky. There was a flash in the sky. There was a flash in the sky. That's that piece. Okay. Moving right along. Let's see what I can go to next. Let's see, we do I Am. This is off the album called Don't Lose Interest. I am accepting something that I cannot change, and I can change what it is that'll make me feel better. See, love is the ultimate law of life. An eye for an eye can make the whole world blind. Optimistic as a human being, preservation is spring, as the spirit starts to scream. Well, here's a test for your greatness. Having the ability to forgive is the one true memory. As I stand on the shore, listen to seashells talk about being bored, as lightning dance across the skies. I'm having a glimpse into the present and the future time. All aboard the heavenly craft of the dead secrets to the dark silence. I'm just a memory in time, having access to the outer limit from the third dimension of the mind. I am. Sitting down with A1, having a conversation on a spiritual journey. As my soul began to burn like fire, I clenched my teeth and clutched my fists, and I asked myself, what am I mad about? And why am I mad about it? Is it the exploitation of our races right in our faces? We can blame, we confuse. Oh, we don't want to hear it until it's on the news or the doorsteps of our emotions. I'm in a final countdown racing against time. For every step that I take, that master force is spreading abroad. I'm coming from Chicago, where the streets have been too apart. Fools are on stages with their rude behavior and dreaming that money's gonna save them. Well. A new day will dawn for a newish change, expecting the road to continue. Once again, open arm, full of charm. Harm is around the corner, wondering if they're gonna walk past where he can snatch you into his grips to implant the device. Everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking for something as we perish like dust in the wind. I am not pop, I am soul. I'm not looking to be sold. No diamond, no platinum, no gold. They are all in me. The sunbeam can hit me 1,000 times and it wouldn't pierce my skin. I'm the beginning like all human beings. Like Ripley's, believe it or not. All of our heads are on the chopping block where rules are in order that's intended for our sons and our daughters. And I'm praying for something to change within the ignorant hearts of the ignorant minds. There is a veil over the ears. There is a veil over the eyes. Some individuals are walking around deaf, dumb, and blind. I am not. I am just a vivid of your imagination. That's that piece. We're going to bring kinetic noetic back up. We're going to keep the ball moving. That's how we get down. Collective poetic.
I'm losing interest in all my distractions because these distractions keep missing the point. And I'm on point trying to impress. Impressions that are sound, emotions that are heard before they are spoken. And I've spoken a sacred script while forgetting the words to my favorite song. Mumbled gibberish, unleashing an esoteric god as an afterthought. And it was in the aftershock of personal revelation that the realization that these sins of mine were inherited, weighing me down with unchanged chains, linking me to a past I never lived. I lock away my pain, afraid of infecting others with its viral nature. And my existence becomes dichotomous, a chess game where I was a pawn until I crowned myself and found the freedom to move to my own accord. This was called Misplaced Memories. Every time I do it changes. So.
It happens.
Looking through my childhood, I found absence of youth I didn't miss until it was too late. And I loved you long enough to know that I needed to find happiness in myself. Because I'm a fevered dream of a sleeping God. And I realized that yesterday left a funny taste in my mouth. I feel the absurdity of my existence is sometimes lost on me. Because I stopped chasing my past when I accepted that I couldn't change it. And I do what I do because if I didn't, who would? I realize that I am the justification, the realization of their sacrifices, and the determination to continue on. And I give no promises, so they don't spoil into false hopes because I've got to keep them fresh. I know the value of a lie, so I try to be an honest man. Because I know that I am not the answer, I am stronger. I am the question. And I am who I am because if I wasn't, who would be? I once thought that today was a good day to die, but then I decided to see what tomorrow brought. And as I finish, the words begin to diminish until I'm at the end. Until another week becomes another year, and I'm grateful for how many good days I've had. The flower of healing took root in the inherited sadness. I feed it with understanding, and I water it with love. Because I was somewhere else, but I found out that I was someone else. And I'm selective in the secrets I pick, even more so with those that I share. Because I am a dream undreamt, a feeling of hope sent across generations. I am. Very old piece from like early 2000s goes. The thrill of transverse time tiptoed through the tranquility of my mind as words spun from the threads of sound, dwindled down eardrums and danced with the soul. Movements become groove hits as you dance to that cosmic beat, give my mind a special treat. And your hairling is the air long enough to make me aware that I am noticed. I begin to sing in image as I become high off the rhythm. I start tripping words and looking, and soon I'm flipping for a chance to dance infinity to these sounds that make us go round. Your body moves and my body grooves to these smooth hits. It's the stars at night that imitate the radiance you emulate every time you smile. As the seduction of your beauty goes right through me and begins to soothe me with the serenity created by our affinity. Peace. Give you love.
Hey ho! Let's go back in time. Back in time. There's always a time when there's emotion in place. There's a feeling in the sky when you look into space. There's a feeling of something that you know is there. You just don't know how to touch it or even look to stare. You can see it, but you can't, and you know it ain't there. But it's looking at you because it's sitting right there.
Is it all about the stare of the glare of the sun when it's in your eyes and it comes falling down like a ton? Maybe the words will wonder, stumble and fall. Maybe the words will come together to bring us all. No stagnation, just rhythm nations, styles of gracious, and we still in the same placement, emerging from under the basement, never complacent when.
As you walk past the window and you look in the mirror, you say something different. You can't hear it. All you can hear is a. And then you looked or see, you saw, you thought, you knew, you walked, you talked, you said hello, and then you sat and you sat and you looked and you said to the man on the chair, he's the one that's going to let you know.
How the time goes back and forth, vibrating just like the off-course stages. We in many different rages as we turn pages to analyze and bring in phrases to all eyes. Sometimes we rise like the dead when it's out of the depths of the dirt, and we start bringing emotions of thoughts that's coming through that make it work. Sometimes we go berserk. Sometimes we be at work, man at work, it still hurts, and still I grab the pen, pad, and start writing again of the thoughts that I had. I never stop, I go straight to the top. And me and Didi, we're gonna always rock, rock, rock.
We'll never roll away, roll away, roll away. We'll always be here, waiting for you to come say your say. So come say what you say you thought you said in your head, because we'll listen to it right here. We ain't dead. We know you got feet, and you know you can walk. You got a mouth, and you can talk. We're all here. We got ears. We got buzzes. We got beers. We got a joint. Let's get high. Maybe not. That's okay. Have a hit. Another one later. I'll talk to you all. Have a good one.
Never will we never stop. Take a hit so your brain cell can elevate from where the time tick to a top. We never go away, we stay just like the wind when it blows. Opposed to know what a poet to be opposed. Well, frequently we can do this every day of the week. Collective poetics, most definitely. Kinetic, noetic, indeed. RRTUT, poetic, EMC equals A as we do this on a daily. Coming to you from different places. Right now, we in Mad World. 76, 78, Mason Street. Get deep like you know how we do. Hit the
Bang it! Bang it! Bang it!
Words.
That was good. I'm glad everything I felt it. Cool.
All right, let's read some other people's words. Some hodgepodge poetry from autumn of 1996. On the Rocks by Carolyn Gregg. Large, cold fish ogle, expensive older women in the marketplace. Sharp corners of ice cubes point into their beautifully scaled backs as they nestle into tightly packed coolness. Scents of Turkish coffee, basil and cloves cling to the women's scarves and linger for days. The women compare cross, fillet, recipes, husbands, their fur coats shudder, repulsed by the thick, dangling salamis and glazed hams. A diamond ring glints in the trout's eye, a fleeting flash of light. Slabs of swordfish steak wrapped gently in butcher paper. The perch are sorry to see him go. After the women move on, the fish chatter with plum sauces and how nice it was to have breathed water. Peace. Inherited Notes by Catherine Koffel. This time he called my music soulful. The last time steamy. Odd words for a brusque, blue-collared man must be stolen from cable or lifted from clippings in my forgotten Woody Herman scrapbook. He is out of place in this place, guilted to it by absent years, the practiced years. He is seldom a nervous black bear in a city protecting its cub. Between songs, he claps and drinks and fidgets, his eyes at the dark eyes fidgeting back from on stage. Between sets, he says, by black sack sound familiar. We clear our throats and agree about politics, and when he leaves, he is my shadow at dusk, stretching in some scary giant then gone. It is in his voice he hears from my lips, his cough in my reed. Same raw fish clenches at my mother's voice. I have learned to live with it. This next one is Not Far from the Sun by Kenneth P. Gurney. Feel the red petals turn your skin rose and rub it with oils. We're wishing perfume and thinking of us in fields of wildflowers, not far from the sun. Songs play on the tin whistles, carrying the breeze, wishing to be winds, and songs that we dance to in church of our own making, not far from the sun, where walls of trees stand down below us and wildflowers are stained windows. If you imagine when we lay down and look at the clouds, you could be Mary and I'll be Joseph, and adore the child that we make with our kisses, not far from the sun, or feel the red petals. All right. Jack Kerouac, Mexican City Blues. Let's see. We'll start off with my lucky number, 13th chorus. I caught a cold from the sun when they tore my heart out at the top of the pyramid. Oh, the ruddle, tooty, booty, window booties, a fella act town that rusted noon where the priests dared to lick their lips over my thumping meat heart, the sacrilegious beast, and ate me 10 million times, and I came back spitting currach of borracho old saloons of old sour Azteca, asking for more. I pop out of Pop. Oh, I cannot say that word. Popocatépetl's hungry mouth. That's it. All right. 176 chords. The reason why there are so many things is because my mind breaks it up. The shapes are empty, that sprung into come, but the mind won't know this till Buddha with a golden lighted finger hath pointed to the thumb and has made an aphorium in a robe on the street, that you'll know what it means. For there to be too many things in the world of know nothing. One know nothing equals all things. When a sad, sick woman sings her sex blues in your ear, have no fear, the moon is true enough, but it keeps adding up. 190th chorus. What have I attained in Buddhism is nothing. What I wish to attain is nothing. Let me explain. In perceiving Dharma, I achieve nothing. What worries me is not nothing, but everything. And the trouble is number. But since everything is nothing, and I am not worried, nil, in seeking to attain the Dharma, I failed attaining nothing. And so I exceed in the goal, which was pure happy, nothing. No matter how you cut it, it's an empty, delightful baloney. So that's Kerouac. And personal favorite, everyone's favorite from childhood, Shel Silverstein. Yeah. We all have those. All right. Then scratchable itch. There's a spot that you can't scratch right below your shoulder blades, like an egg that just won't hatch. And here you sit, and there it stays, turn and squirm and try to reach it, and twist your neck and bend your back, and hear your elbows creak and crack and stretch your fingers, but you'll bet it's going to reach. No, that won't get it. You hold your breath and stretch and pray. You only have to be 1 inch away. Worse than a sunbeam that you can't catch is that one spot that you just can't scratch. Squishy touch. Everything K Midas touched turned gold, the lucky yellow. Every single thing I touched turned into raspberry jello. Today I touched the kitchen wall, squish. And I went and punched my brother Paul, squish. I tried to fix my bike last week, sploosh. And kissed my mother on the cheek, goosh. I got into my overshoes, splush. And I tried to reach the evening news, smush. I sat down in an easy chair, splush. And I tried to comb my wavy hair, slush. I took a dive in the sea, glush. Would you like to shake my hand with me? Splush. Thumb face. There's a face upon my thumb that I did not paint it there, with pointy ears and wrinkly eyes and greenish bristly hair. And I keep it hidden from my friends so that they won't not stare. There's a little twisty mouth and yellow teeth too, and it snickers when I hold my fork and it giggles when I'm blue, and laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs at everything I try to do. All right. What's up next?
RRTUT-POETIC, EMCEE.
Yeah, let's go there. I gotta get some effects so I can show how we about to jet. Just a little more steps to go off into the deepest depths. Yeah. Excuse me as this wormhole sucks me in. I fall deep. Expectations where I'm going, I don't know. There is no way to resist this twisting, turning, tumbling toward the void of unexpectedness. What is this that has me in its clutches? Is this doom that awakes my faith? It is that state. This can't be a dream as real as it seems. Bouncing me off the walls, hurtling forward into the abyss of nowhere. Is this a phase? So many ways to look at this. This can't be a destination I asked for. What heinous act have I done to bring me to this frontier? Turning over pages in this life of not conforming to the ways. Warning signs have been played in front of my face from the past. Has the past become me? Has the past become me? I'm having visions of my children whom I probably would never see again. Although my mother, when she was living, she talked shortly, badly about my father, highly about my daddy. Sadly, I never met the man. Father figures was cousins and uncles and grandfathers. Wasn't long before I discovered that I am a man. I am a father, a grandfather, a big brother, a little brother, a big cousin, an elderly of these times. Coming from a culture that's broken, misunderstanding by miseducated, and fools are plain misunderstanding the situation that we are in. See, I'm a spiritual man, and I listen to those that has all type of plans. As I journey from one page to another page, outrageous behavior, contagious as they are, manipulating by the forces, changing courses, like who are, how far can we go? If the rhythm tells us where we need to, can it be too confused? Can it be too much of me, too much of you? Maybe it is just us. Without a fuss or a fight, without a blight or a night, without a light to get us through the darkness of times. I thought I lost my mind, but my mind has been found. I was up, I was down, I was in, I was out. I knew what it was all about. But now time has taken its course. I take one step to the next step and I still never fall off course. The forces change as the pages turn.
And you wonder as you look into the sky. You wonder You wonder. You look into the air and you wonder, does anyone really care? As you wander, but you're wandering too far. You gotta come back, come on back. Don't wander too far away. 'Cause the sky is gonna see you looking down, and you should be looking up. He's looking down at you. You can feel it as you wander, as the breezes, as it flows through the air. You know it's there as you wander. But don't wander too far, 'cause you might get away. And there's nothing you're gonna do, and there's no one that's gonna say you wander too far. You just wander. Now come back here, and don't you wander too far. 'Cause I know they see you, they always do. As you look up and down, and there's nothing really true. And you wonder, and you wonder, and you wonder why you're here, because you're not, you're over there, you just wandered. And we'll have to say goodbye, 'cause there's a new person that wants to fly. So I'll say you wandered.
So come one, come all, be there when we call. It's all or nothing, we still scuffling, surviving through the struggle. What we need to hate for, we are all heaven sent, relating, communicating, put the pieces back where they made with no delay, and pray for those that don't know the way. Listen to those who got something to say, stop and pause. See the picture for it plays, all marinating to the insight right away. Take heed before proceeding, read before leading. We can all be achievers. And before my mother died, her sign was a Libra. Her scale was off balance, but I still had to believe her. It's funny how the world turns, things that need to be concerned. I see perms on one heads until it burn. All these daily germs, and I sat on a bus and watched a kid scratch. His mother said, stop. He said, Mama, what's that? She said, wingworms. So she went inside of her purse to apply the ointment to stop it from itching. All these different inventions and all of her instincts. I don't know, well, a car jumped the curb and knocked this lady out of a wheelchair. Where's the fairness in that? I'm moving right along as the world turns, it turns me on. Give me something to write on, and I just want to stop wondering. And I just want to stop wondering. As I was wondering, as I was wondering, as I was wondering, as I was wondering,
Today we're wandering together.
I was wondering,
Together we're wandering all over.
as I was wondering.
Awesome.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are the Collective Poetics. That was me, Dee, Kinetic Noetic, the place to be, Mad World. We always leave around about this time with a piece called We Welcome Y'all. And I'm gonna do it now, because it's about that time. We thank y'all for coming out, supporting us artists, poets who working their hardest, some coming from the heart, some coming from the soul, some coming from the minds. Somebody had to be the legs, somebody had to be the arms to be formed like Voltron. Some of the things that we said is phenomenon, some of the thoughts that's inside our minds are remarkable. Or we exist right now in real time. Some come with quotes, some come with rhymes. Some come with emotion that's hard to find. With new spark, old spark, it all plays a part. Expression, having the experience to express it. Or you can be depressed with that domino effect, so it comes off hostile, defensible, resentful. Just trying to understand, to overstand. We all ain't got the confidence to come up here and take a stand. Yes, we welcome y'all. Yes, we welcome y'all. You are all welcome to a poet, dream, and nightmares. As I escape from this madness, these rappers and their lyrical sickness, me, RRTUT, poetic EMC equals AAA. As I evaporate into the air, time being here is only for a second, then we disappear. As the wicked gins whispered in ears for the sheer memories, flashes of moments, resonance of warriors, lost in the wind, reflecting me into the mirror again, in the rim of uncertainty, lurking in the darkness, my perfect is working, it's perfect to the dead minds that's listening. Yes, we welcome y'all. Yes, we welcome y'all. You are all welcome to a poet, dream, and nightmares. As I tend to see things from a different light that's bright, concepts are perceived, thoughts are perception that's pleasing to the ears, acceptable to the eyes. Yes, we welcome y'all. You are all welcome to a poet, dream, and nightmares. Good night.
Pick up your shit, Dee. Oh, dang. America's Got Talent.
That came off cold. That came off cold. That came off cold. That came off. Ooh.
Told you could do that, Dee.
Oh, that came off cold. Oh, that came off so cold.
You're good on the fly, dude. You're good on the fly.
That came off cold. That came off so cold.